Okay, Danu. It's me. It's Nico's dad. And welcome to yet another culinary delight, where tonight I shall be mostly doing Scotch eggs. Hence what I've got Scottish. Do you get it? It's Scottish. Yeah, okay. Right. First things first. Let's get the sausage meat. Now what I tend to do is, well, just so you're aware, I like, instead of ham, I like spam. So what I've got is, obviously, because I'm going to be making these to go around my eggs, what you need to do is, here's some I did earlier. What you need to do is you need to grind down the spam so that it's easy to manipulate around your eggs later. So, shout out to Phoebe. Alright, Phoebe. Okay, so what I tend to do is we like to grate down, because it's great, is it? Right, you grate down your spam instead of ham, spam. It's great, it's spam. You can't beat spam. I like spam, I don't know if you know that, but I love spam. So what you tend to do is get your spam and grate it down so it's easy to manipulate and ply around your egg. Good job I did a lot of this earlier. I'll be here for 50 years trying to grind this down. Right, so yeah, got my spam nicely grated. Oh yeah, yeah, cool. Right, so I've got my spam here. Right, next, I like to use sausage. Now, sausage meat means it's just really tasty. So you pick a really decent sausage. Now, I know some don't agree with me doing this, but what I tend to do is get the sausage, remove the skin, then obviously you got the meat easily to manipulate. So that goes in my rubbish here. Right, so I've got three sausages, which are about 300 gram. Same with spam, about 300 gram. So next job is get your bowl. To bowl, right? Sorted. You want your spam meat. Get that ploughed into there. Nice and round. Get your sausage meat. Just start to break it to bits. And it's easy. You're going to be able to mix it when it's in there, so it won't be a problem. Yeah. Get that all in there. Squashed nicely. So that's pretty much all my meat put together. Hi, Scott. I thought you'd be flipping watching now, wouldn't you? Hey, yeah, mate, alright, mate. Right, so wash your hands. Nicely done. All ready. Now, shout out to Trace and Mick. Cheers for this. Could have done with it a couple of days ago, but thanks anyway, it's great. So anyway, for me, I tend to mix a bit of sage and onion. And then basically you want in, firstly, thyme. You want about a tablespoon. So a nice tablespoon of thyme. Get that put away because I'm tidy. So that's my thyme done. And then you want the same, a tablespoon of parsley. Done. I made this look easy, don't I? Right, and then a tablespoon of sage. Even though you've got your sage in there, I tend to like a little bit more. So just nice thing in there. And then, just to give it a bit of a pizzazz, I use these black peppercorns, and I get about a nice little handful. I like a bit of a bazaar with it, so yeah, get that there. And then we want to crunch them up, so actually I shall do them. I'll give them a right good whacking on this board over here. So, right. Oh yeah. Tell you what, if I get any more trouble from that blooming McCluskey guy, he's going to get this smashed. Right, so get them out crushed. Yep. Yeah. Nicely crushed. Oh, yeah. Everyone else is saying, well, why haven't you got a mixer and why haven't you got this? Well, I haven't, because I don't get paid a lot, so times are tough. So yeah, get all that nicely smashed up as much as you can, because you don't want to be chewing loads of hard bits, but I mean they are the best these. Thank God I got this rolling pin there. Cheers Trace. So yeah, that's all done. Pop that over here and pop it in this dish. So that's all in, everything's ready. My sage and onion done in there, sorted. So we have our mix. Right, so what I'm going to just mix all that up like you would. You want to get that as mixed as possible. Spend a bit of time doing this, because you want it all to be nicely mixed together. All you're doing is making a very tasty meat to put around your eggs. But like I said, you got a bit of pizzazz because you got your peppercorn and you've got your herbs. No, Scott, I'm not putting any soy sauce in this one. Right, so get all that nicely mixed together. Your sausage meat, your spam, because you can't eat spam. Have I said that? I like spam. Right, get all that nicely mixed together. I'll tell you what, it smells absolutely gorgeous. You know, this is perfect as well for something like meatloaf. You just bang this round your eggs, put a bit of sauce in it, obviously. Henderson's relish is great, and then wrap it in bacon. That's another nice one as well. But anyway, there you are. You've got your mix, and it in half mixed. Around that, you know. Right. So right. I'll just give my hands a quick swill. And that is about ready. So what I'm going to do is put up some arrowfat in. It's not fat, it's aromat, because it's nice. Just a bit in there, just to give it a bit of zest. No, I'm not putting any garlic or anything in. Right, so we're about ready. All them sorted. What we're wanting to do, because you pretty much get 2 big eggs out of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some, just start to manipulate it slightly, put some flour around my egg, and then yeah, start to encase it. A lot of people sort of say different ways of doing this. To be honest, your mix is definitely soggy enough to actually catch all of this, so you won't have a problem. But you get all that done, you got an egg inside you, sausage, meat and spam. That's one sorted. Get another one. Again, just manipulate the sausage meat so that you can pop it in the middle, start to encase it. Yep. Just try and make sure that you've got an equal kind of covering around the egg, although it's not really important. Yep. So they're pretty much done. We've got enough for, I think, one more. So bang that in the middle. This one will be a bit more difficult to encase, but a man of my calibre, no problem. Right, so yeah, your egg nicely covered in the sausage meat. You've manipulated it so it's nice and squashed down. Pop that on top of there. So now we have 3 Scotch eggs. Right, so your next step is you've got your flour and you've got your eggs. Now what I tend to do is get the breadcrumbs. I'll borrow that, Nick. Get your breadcrumbs and might as well get it just from shop. Pop a load onto a plate. Give it a bit of a shake. So all you've got here is your egg and your flour and your breadcrumbs. So what I'm going to do, I'll get it up here so you can see a bit better, is I'm going to get my Scotch egg. I'm going to just quickly go around in the flour. Like so. Right. Then round in the egg. Make sure you've got it all pretty coated, nice coating, and then over into your breadcrumbs. Give them a nice roll, make sure it's nicely covered. Oh yeah. Just make it nice and squashed. Make sure it's all nice and thick. And then yeah, there is the Scotch egg. Right, so I'm going to do that 3 times. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook it. And where you cook it, get a nice saucepan, put a little bit of fat in bottom, and then just nicely fry it for about 5 to 10 minutes. And once you've done that, it's cooked and you can eat it. Clever, innit? It's clever, this cooking like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this done, and then I'm going to put you back on, because I've had some complaints last time about me not showing the food. So I'm going to get all this done, and then I'm going to fry them, or put you back on when I'm frying them, just for a little segment. And then I'll cut them up and then you can have a look. All right. Thanks for joining. See me in part 2 when my editing skills are again put into effect. See you in a minute. Welcome back, and here we are, ready. I've air fried my Scotch eggs for a little bit. I'm now going to finish them off in the frying pan. So we get our oil nice and hot, and then drop our Scotch eggs in and burn your head out. Right. That hurts, you know. Right, so you got that. And what we're trying to do is we're just trying to turn it nice and golden brown. pretty much you will straight away with breadcrumbs. Now I've had my fat on for a little bit, just to make sure it's nice and golden brown texture like some. So I know it's sound about that. I don't want to strangle you with it. Golden brown, strangle it. Right, so yeah, Scotch eggs, nicely browning. Cooking very well. You pretty much want this to be doing about 7 or 8 minutes really. Oh. Nicely browning. It's great, guys. This one's breaking up a bit. Oh. Turn them round. Oh yeah. Oh, you do love Scotch eggs. Like I say, with all the herbs that you've got in there, it's going to be tasty. Right in there. Turn this one nicely round. Oh God, these with some haggis, that'd be absolutely heaven. While they're going that, I shall get my kitchen roll. I'm here, right? Get my kitchen roll ready. We're going to pop them straight on here. Oh, they're going nicely golden brown. Texture like so. Tie me down for a nice serum. Some side. Right, so they're nicely cooking. Got my little tongs ready. Turning that round. Nicely browned. So one thing you can tell, you know when they're nicely cooked, when they're nice and brown like that. They're going to taste gorgeous. When you put this in your mouth, it's going to taste gorgeous. Now it's got nice things in his mouth as well. So just turn these brown nicely. So they're nicely golden brown all the way around. About ready. I think we're about done. Turn the heat down. We're about done. Don't worry if they break. No, it's not going to be a problem. So they're off down the same roll, so it doesn't matter. Unless it's got a different roll. So you just get these nice and brown. And that's about it. So try and get them out of here, which is the difficult part. Here. That one on here. And the one that's split into here. And there we have it. Place that out of the way so we're not going to burn ourselves like I just did before. Right, what I want to do is just get the excess oil off as much as you can. Right, there you have it. So then all we've got to do now is to get a plate and since this one's split I shall cut this open so that you can see it. And there you have it. Scotch eggs. And they're tasty, I can tell you. Very tasty. So yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm going to scoff these and feel really happy and fat, but who cares, because they're tasty. And yeah, join us next time for more culinary delights and how not to cook by me. It's Nicholas's dad. Cheers. Goodbye.